Matt Dagley for the Laker News. Today I'm at the 2025 Halifax Paranormal Symposium. Everything from Ouija boards to spirit boxes and everything in between. It's being held here at the Halifax Tower Hotel.
There was a lack of paranormal conferences in Canada. You used to see Bigfoot conferences in BC. We do have the Shag Harbor UFO Expo here in Nova Scotia. But a conference like this where I bring in guest speakers from different topics all across the paranormal and anomalous phenomena, we don't see that. And I wanted to bring that back to Canada, and we've very quickly grown to be the biggest paranormal conference in Atlantic Canada.
The Ouija board has several names to it: the talking board, the Ouija board, and the name will come later on why it was named Ouija. Who moves the planchette? The planchette is that little thing here, or it could be a glass, could be anything. You want to pass it around? No? Pass it to people then. Who do you think moves this board, that planchette? The spirits? No? It's you. It's called the idiomore effect. So basically it's your subconscious that moves it. So that's why it's really hard to play with it by yourself. But if it moves, it's you moving it. They did some tests about this, and they blindfolded 5 people, and they did 5 sessions. And they asked questions, and the people could not, or the table, the planchette did not answer properly. It was all over the place. And then they did without the blinded, and the words were proper names and answered the right question. So technically, you are moving it, but you don't know what you're doing. The sister of one of the inventor asked the board, what should we call you? And apparently it wrote itself, Ouija. Is it true? No.
I always get asked that if I had like a paranormal experience that got me into the paranormal, but it was actually Unsolved Mysteries that got me into the show.
Perhaps someone watching tonight knows what happened and can reveal the truth. Perhaps it's you.
Because I knew I wanted to be a police officer. I also knew specifically I wanted to do homicide investigations and be a homicide detective. And so Unsolved Mysteries caught my attention, where they would show those really interesting cold cases, and then every once in a while they tease you with a UFO story and a ghost story. And then in 1997 I discovered the television show The X-Files. But I thought that was really interesting. I had 2 law enforcement officers investigating claims of the supernatural, and that's what gave me the idea to create my nonprofit organization, Paranormal Phenomena Research Investigation. And I've been doing this now for 28 years. I've taken as many courses as I can get my hands on. I've studied at universities all over the world. Took Ancient Monsters, Ancient Demonology, Witchcraft course from University of Ottawa, any course I can get my hands on. Yeah, it's certainly, next to law enforcement, it's certainly my next passion. The first time I experienced anything paranormal would have been 2004. It was a house in Kentville. The family were reporting seeing an apparition come down the stairwell. They were reporting pennies materializing in their home. They were seeing things in photographs. So I sent my team there, we did an investigation, and the first night we were there, we actually had a penny materialize by the base of our tripod, and nobody had planted it there. We couldn't explain that. We actually have those pennies here on display at the haunted artifact table in the back there. The second night that we went, I saw electronics be manipulated. Siri was activated on the phone, and there was a strange message that had come up with a strange response. We sent it to Apple. Apple had no explanation for why the iOS software responded like that.
During one of the workshops, they're going to be using a device called Staticom. It works like a spirit box, but only uses white noise instead of AM and FM frequencies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that footage and I'm going to scan it with the AI transcribe tool for captions in Final Cut Pro and see if it can hear what the spirits might be saying.
Staticom simply was a research project that has now been going on for over 15 years. It wasn't Staticom to begin with. We developed spirit boxes, advanced them, tried to advance the clarity, being able to recognize what was being said, and it has evolved today to Staticom 3.0. Staticom does not use a radio. Why? Because it's low-hanging fruit for a skeptic or a scientist to say, stray radio waves, or it's warbles and artifacts of sound. You're not hearing what you're hearing. So we got rid of the radio. We use white noise only. A white noise generator cannot pick up radio, cannot pick up satellite, cannot pick up baby monitor, ham radio, CB, nothing. The voices that we now have coming through, technically, shouldn't be there. Can you answer me in English, spirits? Yes or no? Can you hear me? Yes.
Spirit, can you connect me to my grandfather's ancestors? Tell me where to find that. Tell me where to find that.
Spirits, can you answer that question? She wants to know where to find her father's ancestors. Lots of questions. Can you answer that? Nervous? What are you nervous about? Spirits, what was the name of his dog when he was a child? Loud and clear, Spirits. What was the name of his dog? Can you say it for me, please?
If my late father-in-law is there, can you tell me my son's middle name?
What was her friend's middle name you asked for?
My son's middle name.
Spirit, what's her son's middle name? One more time, Spirit. What's her son's middle name?
Named after my late father-in-law. Where?
Got it?
So next year, it's going to be October 16th to the 18th. It'll be our first time expanding to 2 full days. That's what most, paranormal conferences are. We took our time to make sure that we were, filling seats every year, that we had the money to do it. We do a lot of fundraising throughout the year, seeking sponsorships and partnerships. And I think we're at the point now where we're going to be able to expand to 2 days and do a mix of interactive workshops and lectures as well. So it won't be just 2 full days of sitting down in the chair. I know when we do our feedback every year, that's one thing that comes up. That's why this year we introduced a workshop after lunch to kind of get people moving a bit and coming up on stage. So I'm hoping next year we can have a mix of that, and I think it'll be a really good layout for attendees.
Ghosts, spirits, contacting the afterlife. just some of the things that took place here at the 2025 Halifax Paranormal Symposium. You need social media content for your business. Don't know where to start? Contact Dagley Media. Thank you to dagleymedia.com for sponsoring this video story. Matt Dagley for the Laker News in Halifax.